Welcome to your roster tab. All right, so here we have your lineup. These are all the players you have starting here, your starters, and your bench. Okay. Off to the right here, you see the projected scores that they have for each week. And this gives you a good guide to who you might want to start. Again, this is just projected. When it comes down to it, no one knows what these players are going to do week to week. So it's always a gamble, and that's kind of the fun of it. There's also these numbers, 96% rostered, so 96% of leagues across ESPN, everyone who's doing fantasy football, have drafted Breece Hall here, and 68% of them are starting him. Jalen Hurts is a good example. He's not left on the waiver wire in any league, and everyone who has him is starting him, pretty much. Okay, so looking at my lineup here, we can see that Breece Hall only has a 12-point projection here, and that's kind of low for one of my leading running backs. So I'm going to go down to the bench here and try and see if I have another running back, or let's see. Yeah, my flex right now is a wide receiver, but if he were a running back, that would be a good opportunity to swap someone in and put in a different wide receiver on your flex. Your flex position can be a wide receiver, a running back, or a tight end. So whatever one of those three is projected to do the best. Typically, you want your highest projected 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers in their respective position. Your highest projected tight end in the tight end position, and then your flex is going to be whoever the 6th highest projected player across all 3 of those positions will be. But right now we're looking at this 12-point Breece Hall. Okay. So down here on my bench, we're looking for running backs. That's not high enough. Ford here at 14.7. And then we also have Swift at 12.6. So I'm liking this 14.7 number. So to put Ford in, I'm going to click the BE button next to his name, and I will click the RB button next to Breece Hall just to replace them. And now you can see that Breece Hall is on my bench, and scrolling up, Ford is on my lineup. So that is kind of how you set your roster. Now you can tinker with this all you want up until the time that your player starts playing, and then they get locked into whatever position they are in. So Jalen Hurts, I will not be able to move at all after 7:20 on Thursday night. Now this is important to remember for people like this. A.J. Brown is questionable. He's injured right now. They don't know 100% if he will be playing in this game Thursday night. So this is someone that I'm going to keep an eye on leading into the game to make sure that he does not get ruled out of the game, and I end up getting 0 points there. Now, also in your roster here, everyone has 1 extra spot for IR. This is injured. This is the injury reserve. So these people are going to be sitting out for at least 4 weeks. This is a good spot if you have like a star player who gets injured and gets put on the injury reserve list, and you don't want to let him go, but you don't want him taking up space on your roster. You can just slip him into that IR spot, and then you can go fill his empty spot by picking someone up on the waiver wire. And we will go through the waiver wire in another video. Yes, so this is your roster. News here gives you any news about players that you have on your team. So A.J. Brown here, the one who was questionable. He was practicing this past Thursday, so that is a really good sign that he probably will be in the game. So that is what your roster news has. Claims. This is if you get somebody on the waiver wire. Again, we'll go through that a little bit more detail later on. Trades, if you wanted to trade or propose trades between you and another person in our league, just to trade off some players. League chat here, you can chat with just your opponent. And only your opponent sees that. Or here's the league chat. This keeps track of everything that happens. So I just picked up Jerome Ford on, what was yesterday? Saturday at 10:20 a.m. And then yesterday, Saturday at 7 p.m., Gabby dropped the Cardinals and picked up the Seahawks defense. So this keeps track of all the movement that's happening. And you can also chat with the whole league. Happy week 1, everyone. There we go. User messages, that will just show you messages. League assistant will just show you that movement that's happening. All will do everything. Close that. And waiver order. Again, we'll get through the waiver wire in a little bit, but this is a good spot to see where you are in the waiver order. This is your priority when you are on the waiver wire. Right now, I am number 2. So week 1, the waiver wire order goes in reverse drafting order. So Laura's number 1, I'm number 2. Since Laura was last pick in the draft, I was second to last pick. Typically, the waiver order is in reverse order of how well you did. So the biggest loser usually gets first priority. Okay. And that is everything we need to look at for our roster and all of the little buttons we have here. In the next video, we will look at the waiver wire.